The hollow dart struck the board. Its corresponding square hummed and flashed bright red. General Brenyn approached the dartboard, examined the square and two others. 45. Not bad. His companions, Colonel Vera and a much younger man, traded looks.
He's having a good morning. 45 is average.
That's so, Natasha. The general turned back, mock incredulity on his face. Why, I ought to come over, wipe your smug little mug all over this commissary.
That's Carlo, Natasha, Zar. 7 years I've known you, and the first name basis still gets me.
We're off duty. When I was captain of this ship, I served under General Strait. Good man. Taught me a very important lesson. Brenyn reached over to a trio of glasses on a stool, picking one up. The leader's only as good as they treat their command. He sipped from the glass, pointing around the commissary with it. See, most line generals are no fun. They hide out in their ready rooms and never mingle with the crew. To them, the flagship is a tool, a weapon useful only for war. The general set his glass down, patted the younger man's shoulder. People like Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Young don't matter to those commanders. They're just another suit, a checkbox on a long list of them. The first officer to take the captain's side against them. Brenyn looked at Young. Droid Alpha Wing, Jeff? Yes, sir. He grinned. Once a pilot, always a pilot. Exactly. Knowing your people, my good Natasha, is a valuable skill. Knowing how to develop them is oh, even better.
Of course.
Vera looked back at the dartboard.
I still say the first names are improper for a general. In all my years, you're the only one I've met who gets that informed.
He motioned to the board. And, who's your favorite general? She rolled her eyes and sighed.
You.
The colonel threw her hollow darts, landing a bullseye and two close by.
85.
She smoothed her flat-top, snow-white hair.
Too bad my favorite general can't keep up.
Young laughed, while Brenyn smirked. Well, save us, hotshot. The wicked queen's chilling wit has cut me down. Save it away, sir. Jeff took his hollow darts and tossed them. The first two missed and vanished, while the third hit the 2 box. 2 points. Now that's more like me. Maybe we should just admit defeat and go for lunch. Looks like the Colonel's been practicing, and we haven't. Vera switched off the dartboard.
Too busy mingling, Zar.
My, you're a reaver today. He led them deeper into the Katana's commissary. This was a long, rectangular room, bookended by space windows. Dark brown wood, navy carpeting, cyan sconces, and small potted trees. The dartboard was one of several throughout the room, competing for attention with billiard and card tables. Seating areas filled the middle of the room, flanking a ring-shaped bar with holovision screens and a bartender. Brenyn and company went to the bar and collected lunch, headed to a window table. Young sat. You know, it always amazes me how good cold-shocked food tastes. You'd think it'd come out flat, but for refrigerated, this stuff's not bad.
I still say fresh is better.
Vera took a bite of something crispy and brown.
My family's been quava bean farmers for 13 generations. Nothing beats homegrown.
I know, right? My uncle was a butcher on Zeppelin in the charter colonies. When I was a kid, he'd send us fresh beef every month. Real beef, too, not the cheap Covey filler.
The toast, then. The old things that still mean something.
Yes. General Brenyn dipped his head as they clinked their cups. And to our own Lieutenant Colonel for his engagement to the lovely Miss Kyrus. May you both be very happy together. We will. Thanks again for putting Mel up while we move to New Earth. There's way too much kept paperwork to move between star systems. Why do you think we've stayed on a Dar so long? Daystar chuckled. You're more than welcome. Linka thinks of Melina as a daughter. It's good for her. He looked off and frowned. After Zephyr.
How is your eldest?
Living the dream, out on Grand. Still works the nightclub, still runs around with outlaws. Got herself a boyfriend. They're sharing a stead. Young tilted his head. A little fast for you. A bit. Brenyn admitted with a sigh. But Zeph's an adult now. She cuts her own path, wherever it takes her.
Certainly. Still, I'm sure it isn't easy.
Thanksgiving might get nippy, but we'll make it. And he raised a finger. We're still a family. That won't change on my count. Reaching into his pocket, the general pulled out a wedge-shaped device. He set it on the table. A star map projected from it. Based on last known intel, here's how the Devero region stands. The green dots are Jaeger's ship, the Liberator. The attack cruisers Orion, Ganymede, Pegasus, and Zebulon. The red dots are Jamadi mob forces. Jaeger's fleet is safe, but he believes the mob's about to strike. This is an extraction mission, right?
Correct. We'll make our way to Jagger's position and defend his fleet. Oversee the Devaro transfer to Colonel Sparkoff. We'll then escort Jagger back to New Earth. We will be debriefed, pending reassignment. We're still 4 days out.
Vera pointed to a long yellow streak on the map.
If we want to reach Jagger quietly, we should plot a course along the Ginty Nebula. Mask our approach until we're within a half day of him. We'll meet a few Jamadi, but not as many as we could have.
Agreed. Once we're there, the Warbrook and Night Shadow will fly ahead of us, spamming fake energy signatures. While Jamadi are tracking ghost ships, we'll circle them and squeeze inwards. The Katana will head straight in, protecting the Liberator. Sparkov's force will carry the brunt of the fighting. Sounds like a plan. I'll get straight ops on the details. After a nod from General Brenyn, the Lieutenant Colonel finished his drink and left the commissary. Vera turned her gaze back to Brenyn, pondering whether to speak her mind. The General took one look at her face and solved the dilemma.
So meeting you, Colonel? Yes.
She took a breath.
Why you? Commander's well aware of your history with Colonel Jagger. Why put you in combat together? It makes as much sense as mixing ship fuel and matches.
Matches are safe unless they're lit.
It makes no sense, sir. Jagger's a firebrand. His matches get lit just by seeing you. How volatile will he be with your mission to kick him out?
I don't know. They start through his hands in the air. The whole thing stinks of politics. Lights Command clearly wants me gone for a few days. Natasha sipped her drink.
Which brings us back to why.
Why, indeed. Brenyn closed his eyes. I don't know, Natasha. Whatever it is, they don't want me seeing it. And whatever it is, it's a bigger deal than Jagger.
We'll find out soon enough.
Maybe.